Hi, everyone. Good morning. I had to turn. It's so cursed seeing this room without the blur. By the way, it's so unbelievably cursed. But it would not focus on his face. It only wanted. It was It was like, you know what? Let's draw Festinian's chest. Actually, his pretty face is not a necessary component of this formula. And I said that's not correct. Actually, he's so pretty. I want to be an absolute fucking sicko and commission this artist to make an Améric one, because that Améric is my husband and Estinian is my husband's boyfriend, and what we have is very complicated. But no, the other side is just blank. The other side is just blank. But this was the body pillow I said that I bought last week. What I needed was shoes, and I bought shoes. And then I saw the body pillow and I said, you know what? I don't need footwear anymore. And I returned them and I bought this instead. So I wanted to show this off because I thought all of you would find it at least moderately amusing. Look how nice it is. It looks like he's touching his thigh. This is not salacious. I lifted it up for a second and I was like, oh, it all does almost look like he's cupping him. He's not. He's not. Don't worry. Son, Leo is still in here. If I turn it around, you might be able to see him through. Yeah, do you see him? I just put this pillowcase over Leo. Yeah, I just put him on top. He's not suffocating. Now I have both of them. Anyway, so I thought you would all enjoy that. I hope that you all see, it doesn't want to show his face. It's like, you don't need that. That's not necessary. This is where the good stuff is. And I'm like, well, yeah, but also no. So he's not suffocating. I got to put this back now. Hang on. Perfect. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How are you doing? I hope that you've all had a good week. I have had a very interesting week, and I fell victim to one of the classic blunders this morning. Although I did not get involved in a land war in Asia, I did in fact drink really strong black tea on an empty stomach, and that usually makes me feel kind of sick. So that may be something that we need to juggle today. I am hoping that it will not be the case. And in an attempt to rectify the situation, I hurriedly consumed a crust of bread. Not even a full slice. I tore off 30% of it, and I was just like, well, that's fine. So hopefully he's totally not Kosinski. He's got his hand on his thigh. He's holding his spear, and that's not a euphemism. I also got a new boom arm. I kind of like it. So let me know what all of you think. Now I can there's so much space on this side of my desk now. I have so many water bottles here. I've got one water bottle, and then a tea thermos, and then a regular cup of tea over here. It's great. Now I'm not hitting anything. It's also not sagging under its own weight, so I'm not going to have to annoyingly push it up every now and then. Son, no! Son, do you just cancel your order? I'll give you mine. You could have it for free. I have no one to give it to. Do you want it? Son, return your order. Did you have the big one? Son, this came in 2 days ago. I can return the big. Do you want to just trade? Yeah? Do you want to just trade? I'm dead fucking serious. I'll pack this back up and send it back. Because that'll save me some money too. And who knows what other body pillows I may be able to fund with that cash flow. It is. Yeah. This is the Elgato boom arm, but not the low profile one. And I have the low profile one if you want it, because that's the one I just replaced. Yeah. Do you want to trade? Yeah. No, hit me up. Yeah, cancel your order. Yeah. Let's do it. Yay! I just tried to recline. My chair was locked, so all I did was ram my body into the back of the chair. Matching surgery versus boom arms. Well, it's tough, right? Because for a long time, when I upgraded stuff, I would try to reach out to like friends I had in the area. I was like, do you need a webcam? Do you need like a silly filter for your microphone? Do you want to talk into like a big screen so when you say like a sound, weird shit doesn't happen? Do you want this boom arm? Do you want this mic? And for a while, that was very easy to pawn off. But now it's like home offices are so standardized. It's like people don't really need to upgrade that kind of equipment as frequently. So I just have it. It's under my bed. I don't know what to do with it. Does anybody want my green screen? What am I supposed to do with this shit? The art of the deal. The alley behind your local cafe. You could not pay me to go to the alley behind my local 7-Eleven. No, thank you. I'm good, actually. Maybe if I'm very big and strong. But if I were like bigger and stronger, maybe. Like if I were just an absolute freakazoid, jacked up, like looming behemoth, I'd be like, yeah, which is like unnatural because I'm already so large and imposing. You see, I have such a commanding presence about me and I take up so much space. Maybe. But I did. Oh my gosh, Ilias, I've been so busy the last couple of weeks. I think I've only gone on like 3 walks. I haven't done any weight training. I feel like a raisin. I feel like I'm shriveling up. And then I don't know what I did on Tuesday. I woke up briefly in the middle of the night and like went to roll over, but like arched my shoulders and then like went up onto my neck instead and completely froze up my left shoulder blade for 3 days. So I've got like a lidocaine patch. It's still really stiff. I've got somewhat limited range of motion in my neck, which is not cool. But I don't think it's anything actually serious. Ilias, it's crazy. I'm fighting for my life in here. Fighting demons, and the demon is me. There's no relief. There's absolutely no relief. But so because it is Friday, I am actually really liking the boom arm. We'll have to see how we feel when we actually get into the game screen. Hang on, I'm literally messaging. Give me your boom arm. I love having friends. I just tell them to give me stuff. I think Crypt Custodian. What is that? What was I talking about? I'm fighting for my life in here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Let me know how we feel about it when it's shrunk down. It may need to be repositioned. I don't like that you see so much of the arm itself, but this was in fact the best position for it because it doesn't hit any of the shelves and it doesn't hit my arm and it doesn't block as many of my posters as it could. And quite frankly, over on this side, it's just really ugly. And I'm kind of a form over function sort of individual. So we'll see how we feel. In the meantime, I think we should probably just bounce into Final Fantasy. We've got some ground to cover in the post Titania MSQ. I've done all of the blue and yellow quests that we unlocked since last week, which means we can now fly in this zone, which I think will be a pretty tremendous quality of life improvement. And I'm trying to think. What should I play today? You know, we'll figure that out when we get into the game. Because I just realized White Mage is at 80. So if I want to keep leveling classes somewhat with a somewhat even distribution, I should probably do like DPS. It feels so wrong to DPS. I don't like it. It feels heavily unnatural. Let's get in. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I hope that it doesn't say that we are going to be playing God of War. I feel like I may have led people to believe that was the case, but it is Friday. I did! It was a really, really cool fight. It was a really, really cool fight. I have to say, I really like Dragoon. Red Mage never clicked for me in the way that I wanted it to, because I love Alize and I love doing melee things and I love casting. Oh, but I love Dragoon. It's just very flash. It feels very cool. I'm jumping around. I'm doing sick and neat things. There is like a 1 out of 10% that I'll jump around to do a sick or neat thing and accidentally eject myself out of the arena and die. But that happens so infrequently, and yet the shame is so potent. Did I see someone is leveling Viper? I want to level Viper. That's probably gonna be... I've got Reaper as well that I need to level, but I was like, you know what? I should save that for Endwalker. I leveled Sage, in Stormblood, and I do wish that for narrative purposes I had waited until I got to Endwalker for it. I don't regret it. It's a very cool class and I like to have it. But I think, yeah, I want to see what kind of story is being told. Also, hi, Beeps. It's so nice to see you. I don't know what is coming up for us today as far as like dungeons or trials may go. But if anyone in chat wants to group up, party up, yeah, let's make it happen. All right, I'm going to take us into the game. Hang on. I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to hit... Is this person staring? This person might be staring at me, but she's cute, so I'll let it happen. I'm going to hide that. Okay. Okay, and now bop. Calling it to work. Yep, Chapler is up. I went through and I fixed all of our scenes, so God of War is God of War and Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy, and they should just boot up into each other. I don't hear anything. I'm gonna hope y'all hear things. Yay, now I hear things. I can't get that to work. Hang on, I have an eyelash in my eye. Oh my god, it's Savage. That could have been a Final Fantasy 14 comment. I have an observation to make, right? And I'm not going to give any identifying characteristics out. Do you remember last week when I was like, you know what? There are these two people that I see in Limsa like all the time, and I hate them. I hate their fit. I see their drip, and it repulses me, and I don't like it. And do you remember that? Do you remember that? I'm not saying I was responsible for this. I'm not saying I had anything to do with it, but nor am I denying the possibility that I had anything to do with it. I saw them earlier this week, and they looked better. They looked better. So, you know, maybe sometimes you need to give your fellow MMO enjoyers some tough love to see them rise to the occasion. Are they in the room? No. All right, where am I going? I also feel the need, this is very funny. So this dude over here and we have the exact same taste because this is my Dragoon fit. And I just see him flying here sometimes and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I was also gonna get the wings because I thought that would be cool. But now I see we can't show up to the function wearing the same outfit. So now I don't know what to do. Yes, I'm very small. They're very big. I see them here a lot. This bunny ain't bad. Can I talk about a pet peeve that I have in MMOs? I'm not saying anyone on screen is guilty of this. Where am I going? Lita Loran. We're going to Lita Loran. I don't like being in a fantasy environment and then I just see like wait, no, be so for real right now. Is that actually you? No way. No. But I can't fly. You pull it off so much better.
Good.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. That's it. I'm going back to White Mage. Nobody look at me. I'm not a dragoon. I can't fly. Don't look at me. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything rude. I just said I thought it was funny because we both had the same idea. I'm not flaming. I'm like genuinely flummoxed now. I'm genuinely quite flustered. I'm talking to Thancred. That is not actually gonna unfluster me because he's hot now. So I get a surprise present? Well, okay. I like surprises. I really don't want a gear coffer. I don't want clothes. None of the clothes they give me from quests are as good as the clothes I get from dungeons. So it's less so that I forget I'm streaming to a globally available platform, and more like there are simply so many people in Limsa. I just don't think that our paths would ever cross. I need to drink some tea. When I get enough Manderville points, those wings, maybe we will match. It's hard to say. I do sometimes sew crates, yeah. Sometimes they have interesting things to say. Typically, like, in the more dire situations or the really jubilant situations, I'll talk to them. So, like, I talked to all of the NPCs before Alamigo when we went in to finish Stormblood, and I talked to all of them after we emerged victorious from that confrontation, just because I think it helps to flesh out the world. And that's why I like to do the yellow quest, which a lot of people regard as, like, completely psychotic behavior. I have done every yellow quest in the game that I have encountered. My map is pristine and empty, and it just those connections that, you know, the characters can weave together and the different factions, it helps elevate the universe for me. It makes it more immersive, and I like that. So you can do not only your blessing, a strength all your own. Yes, I'm the warrior of light / darkness. I'm very capable. Also, I'm Bunny. The warden defeat. Oh, that's right. Titania was a warden. I totally forgot about. And now our friend is Titania. Right. Go. Where are we going? To the bitter. Whoa! To the bitter end? The fate of our two worlds being at stake. Do you have a location in mind? Back to the Crystarium. I should have done this last week. That's okay. We streamed for a really long time last week to get to the trial. The Ranjit. Oh, that's right. The creepy guy from Yulemore who wants to catch those hands. Elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared, but I would sooner see for myself. I really don't want anything to happen to the. It's like that's like the only good place we have here. So if something bad happens to the Crystarium, I'm going to be very put out. I just like tensed my shoulder in such a way that like, that painful twinge came back. I believe I speak for all of us when I say belly full of Ilma. He's like, I fucking hate the Fae folk. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Alfie note in the background, like, I did not sign up for more of that, actually. So, all right. Well, I guess we just go right back to the Crystarium. Easy. I do have to say, although it took me a long while to adjust to the musical cues in Shadowbringers, I think the Crystarium theme is an absolute triumph of composition. This might be one of the best songs in the game for an area specifically, as opposed to like a fight or a combat encounter or like a really emotional cutscene. Like as an area theme, this is just so evocative, and it's just really nice to listen to. Like I could just chill here. I wish I would find more people in the Crystarium, but. And as always, let me know how we're doing for sound, audio quality, and video quality, because we were having some issues adjusting that last week. So just let me know how things are going. She cute.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
And it's a voiced cutscene. Those are my favorite because I don't have to read. Hey, Packet Cat, what's going on? Is your week any better? I saw just this morning that you were having a little bit of a tough time. How you doing? I'm gonna make this louder for me. 40% for me sounds good.
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Well rested! I love it! Wait, is that the drunk homosexual? You're fucking with me!
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
No, listen. It's because whenever he's on screen, he's doing this like he's like he just came from a day drinking session. He's always just like very I call him the drunk homosexual. I can't. That's not my fault. If he doesn't want to give those vibes, he should be different. Dean, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the community. Okay, this is very serious. So this guy, hang on. The last time we saw the packet. Thank you for gifting that sub to Thresh. I never moved my. No, he's very just like dramatic and extra, and like he's definitely a little tipsy and was probably a theater kid. That's the vibe that I get. The last time we saw this guy, he was being fruity in Garlemald, and I think the Emperor got sick of that and was like, whatever, see you in hell, you stupid fruit, and shot him. And then he just but he just like showed back up. And I don't mean like, oh, like he got up and was fine. There was like another one of him, if I remember, like the body was on the steps and he was just like, oh, that was fun. Just like showed up from somewhere else, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't see anything else that I wrote down about him. This is very exciting for me. Okay, all right. This is very exciting.
And you are?
Allison wants to call him a slur so bad. Like, you can just tell. See, and he has this, like, funky, quirky theme.
Of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights, its youth should long since have faded.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Wait a minute. Didn't we... Isn't there, like, some connection between this character and Xenos and Varys? I think so.
Well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation.
So, oh my god.
I am Solus Scalpus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
Okay, I'm remembering that cutscene a little bit more now. So, if he's Solus, that makes him either Varys' father or Varys' grandfather, I think. I'm pretty sure. Didn't he also say that, like, he was... Is there Ascian stuff involved in this?
As for my true identity, am Emmett Selk, Asian.
Okay, so this pose might be doing something for me, but...
Gaia spoke of you, a native of the source.
Wait, so has... Okay, no, but hang on. But that be so... Well, then it can't actually... be... Because there's an ASEAN... I'm just gonna let them have this discussion, and then I'm gonna start thinking.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Thancred, you're so beautiful. Oh my god, do something strong.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more effective
Do you
spectacle?
see now why the moniker of drunk homosexual feels so adequate? He's not sober and he is not straight.
Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Oh, he hates us. So his name is Emmett Selch. And he is also Solus Ye Galvis, question mark. But like actually? Or is this like a Xenos sort of situation? And then Thancred said equal to La Habrea, who got iced by Thornton real fast. So I'm not super worried about this. And then there's another one. There's another ASEAN. Chat, what's the name of the ASEAN that's hanging out in Garlemald, or was hanging out in Garlemald previously? Elidibus. Okay. I was like, I know there's at least one more. In Xenos? Question mark? Okay. This is useful. He's mad. What's he gonna do? Tell me my shoes are last season?
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
Sorry. Like, maybe you should have enacted your evil plans faster. I don't know.
And adding his lumpen weight to the
Lumpen
power of grace,
weight?
He duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
And the rejoining would have made the first merge back with the source, which would have made Black Rose more potent, which would have led to the 8th Umbral Calamity. Okay.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under
Oh, I knew that bastard was evil.
all the conditions would have been
I knew
met.
it. He's like, don't kill the monsters. I talk to the monsters. They're my friend. I'm the only one that can talk to monsters. Don't kill the monsters. I'm like, does anybody think it's weird that's the only guy that can talk to monsters? And everyone's like, no, it's totally normal. It's regular behavior. I'm like, no, it's not. Hey, Holden, what's going on?
But you had to come and ruin it all.
That's me, the ruiner of plans. Art imitates life.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
I guess you should have fucking killed me then, huh? Damn, skill issue.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
His eyes are really pretty. Fan creds, yes, but I meant, Emmett Selch.
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting
Oh,
you
so you're a bastard and a coward. Okay. Usually it's only cool if you're one of those things. I don't know. Like, pick a lane?
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habre did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
Yeah, a god king killed him, but then I killed a god king. So what am I to you now?
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome,
What's he gonna
I have
do?
settled
Hold my
another
hand?
approach. Cooperation.
I don't trust this man. He's like, I don't I don't think he's being truthful to me.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives.
Oh, so the Asians have been doing this for a long, long time. So were they responsible for all the Heaven's Door? Were the Asians responsible for all the previous calamities? If I'm supposed to know that, it went in one ear and out the other. Our haircut's not the same. I have wavy hair and a ponytail on one side. And Emmett Selch is an e-boy. Never beating the drunk homosexual allegations. Okay.
Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Yeah, absolutely not. To answer that, thank you. You know what, Socrates? I appreciate you saying that. Because there's always the secret third option of, you don't know yet, so we shouldn't say. I just wasn't sure if it, like, had been revealed.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know.
Why is
our
he, like,
motive.
slumped? Why do you stand like this?
A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
I kind of want us to say yes.
I won!
But I don't believe we will. Ghost, thank you so much for subscribing. Yo! Congratulations! That's a huge victory. How are you feeling? War waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Might we not seek to find common ground?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content.
That's right. They have to be killed in special ways. Like we put one of them in Moonbreeda's special tube. And then I guess Thornton was a special case because he had eye power. That's right. That's right. Okay.
But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
Interesting. The player in me is like, no, I think you're probably pretty slimy. But, like, the person playing the game is like, let's let him cook.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition.
I need to take him to my threading connection, though. We've got to fix what's going on up here.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright.
We aren't dismissing it. Okay.
If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
He's just gonna pop back out, right?
My apologies.
Yeah, I knew it!
You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured.
What is this wave? My bunny is appalled. That happened as soon as we got here. That's not even the end of the quest? Okay, hang on. I want to reread some of those lines one more time. Okay. But like, are the other Ascians cool with this? Like, do they know that he's like, let's be friends? But like, there's definitely a knife behind his back. Interesting. Yeah, yo, when do I unlock the gay wave emote? How do I get, I'm telling you, drunk homosexual. Okay. I want to see what everybody has to say about that. Finding common ground with an Ascian, my entire being rebels at the very note. Alfie Note hates it. An Ascian of Emmett Selch's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us is most interesting. I mean, La Brea was always just like jumping for a chance to be like, hey, it's me. I'm causing problems. Does that make you mad? Like, he loved it. So it's not entirely surprising to me that there's another Ascian that's like, hey, you know what I mean? Appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Dancred told me about that. Ah, okay. I guess we'll do what's next then. I can't be serious. I don't know. He doesn't see. He seems deeply unserious, actually. We've been given much to ponder. We should report to the. We should tell them. You can run along. Oh, but I want to go with you. Socrates, are you serious? That's hilarious. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say, but I don't want a rest. I want to go to the Crystarium. Take yourself to bed? A 16-year-old girl just told me I looked like shit and need to sleep. Wow. All right, Alize. Thanks a lot. Speak with the. Oh my god, the quest is literally me going to bed. You've got to be kidding. I have to speak to the inn manager? That's so funny. Okay. I guess that means we we need to go where? I don't even know what's closest. Right here. Yeah, I bet you couldn't, John. You can never go to sleep. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. No worries, Holden. Thanks for stopping in. I hope your day goes well. You'll be retired. Yeah, a teenager just fucking told me to leave. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what's gonna happen. I was like, it would be kind of cool if they sent me off on my own, and then the Ascian was like came back. But I bet we are gonna go into our room, and then Ardbert is gonna talk to us. I bet that's what's gonna happen. I also don't think I paid attention to whatever my mysterious gift was that I got from completing the other quest. I think I just got the mysterious gift, actually. Okay, we're good. Oh, they did give me that makes me want a sandwich so bad. That sandwich looks really good. I'm not really even a sandwich enthusiast, but I think that looks fantastic. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
Spying on me?
Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort.
Yeah, he's been nothing but pleasant, even if I'm not entirely sure what his deal is.
But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around.
I guess I'm not sure how long you've been gone, Ardbert, so that's hard for me to answer.
A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past.
100 years. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. So Ardbert, he's been gone for 100 years.
Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's pronounced Selk. I don't want to say that.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
Okay, well, the Ascian in white would have to be Elidibus then, right? I think so. I think that's the only one we've seen in white. I think I remember that from the cutscenes in Garlemald. Maybe. Maybe.
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making.
I remember that cutscene. Oh, I remember that. Why were they on the moon, though?
They cannot be trusted. None of them.
What if one of them's, like, really sexy, though?
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Everything about his character is so profoundly tragic to me. I have to pick this one. I'm contractually. Oh, can you imagine? But Ardbert, you're really bumming me out here. I'd really prefer to eat this sandwich, thanks. I still think I'm the prettiest rabbit in the whole world.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right.
Your bird loves you! Tell me about your bird.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
I think this might be the first time we've ever seen him smile. My heart hurts.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
I have Mochi. my Chocobo. Oh my god, we're chatting! We're gonna be friends. I feel like I should, like, Kingdom Hearts absorb him into my body. There was a hot second where I was convinced we were gonna have, like, a nightmare sequence. We ate our sandwich, we went to sleep. The shot of me on the bed was like a weird panty shot for some reason. Okay. Well, I'd like to see what we got as reward. I got a sandwich basket! Help! No, that hurts! The pain! Oh my god, we're MSQ 74. I guess I'm gonna update the stream title then. Bonk. The drunk homosexual has a name. Incredible. The manager of Sweets is in a cheerful mood. Hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest. Yes! Take me there. There was probably a closer one than just going to the main Aetheryte, but I don't mind the run. When I run in the right direction. I thought about it, Ghost. I was like, the drunk homosexual was his name-o, but not, because now we know who he is. I really like this music. I like when the vocals come in too. It's really lovely. Yes. Yeah, I have business with the Crystal Exarch. Can we tell him about Emmett Selch? Oh, I'm in too much blue. That's okay. I'll wear purple next time.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
What guest? I was like, there's no way we're seeing him again so soon.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
Shut the fuck up.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Uh-huh.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You're not talking like someone who doesn't have sinister intent. Like, if this is like your best bit at being like normal, non-threatening, it's awful.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Thancred, you're so right. It doesn't make sense.
Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
He's had very personal experience, yeah, with Essien things, hasn't he? Poor guy. It's always astonishing to me when we do Uwu at the face transition. Like, you see La Habrea in his body, and he's so tiny. He's the same size as you. He's just little.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
Well, now I don't know what to do, because that's what we were supposed to be doing, and now Essien is like, yeah, do that. And I'm just like, well, fuck.
Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Yeah, I bet you'll be glad to embrace this, Bunny.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
It's extra funny because I don't think we've ever... that has never been a thing. I guess maybe if you're a monk, I guess, you're actually throwing hands, but... I don't know, I think everybody wants fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was.
Wait, I kind of thought we were going to entertain this idea. We're not?
Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes.
What mistakes?
Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Okay.
What was that all about?
I love her. I love her so much. Not a thought in her brain besides wanting to fight people.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he said.
Oh, don't ask me. Don't give me the opportunity to respond. I don't... No! Again, the villain fucker in me is like, I don't know, maybe he's right. But I feel like this is more bunny coded. That leaves it more open-ended too, I think. Maybe.
I'm sure you will. But consider for a moment. If he meant simply to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
I mean, that was what I said, Alfino, you cheeky little bastard.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Does the Exarch have any opinions on this, perchance? Hey, Neon Violet, what's going on?
I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Is this just perspective, or is the Crystal Exarch shorter than I am?
In striking down the Light Wardens
No
of
way.
Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
Oh yeah, I'm built different.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia...
There's only 3?
and Raktika remain.
Interesting.
Indeed. And their precise whereabouts are
Ah,
as yet unknown.
okay. So we don't know where they
Which
are.
is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
Okay. I feel like we shouldn't split
I'll
up.
take our meringue in that case. I know the lie of
I
the land well enough.
I feel like I need to apologize to Alvino because my camera has been blocking him the entire time we've been in this cutscene. Your sister is the better twin, but I swear it's not personal, pal.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
He's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot better. He was definitely like really pompous and difficult to be around in the earlier expansions, but it has been very rewarding seeing his character arc develop long term. Especially with like the AR epilogue, and he did this thing and then it backfired real hard, and oh my god, of course it wasn't gonna work. I'm like 12 and I think I'm a diplomatic genius. Oh my god. It's been very cool seeing the different ways they have developed. I quite like them both.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika.
Have I been to Raktika?
There you will find your With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
I didn't know she was a conjurer. That would make her a white mage, right? No way. I guess I was paying more attention to other aspects of Y'shtola's design. I don't know. Don't look at me.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since you left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined.
What'd you
to
do?
speak with me.
What'd you do, huh? What'd you do? What did you do?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Twould be no trouble.
Okay, so Urianger is going to go with me then.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Okay. Do you want to let me... Oh.
What's that?
That better not be from that weird guy in the pleasant luxury city.
A missive.
It's
from
the
Lord
weird
Forsyth.
guy.
He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna go there unless I'm there. Yeah, no, I don't sanction this whatsoever, actually.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
Thank you, girl. She's always right.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk
I feel like we shouldn't be taking risks, my guy.
Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
That's not fair. Why does he get to go?
Of course. Then let us make ready.
I'm
Safe
literally only not fuming about this because it means I get to see Catwoman. But I am still displeased. I want to see what our height difference is. Yeah. Oh my god! He's actually shorter? This has never happened. The only people I'm taller than are like Lalafels and Femme Au Ra. This never happens. I know female Viera are tall, but I'm definitely the shortest. I'm the shortest Viera the scale can take me to. So I can finally meet you, Stola. Oh, are you coming? I thought you were going somewhere else. Philly and I are no strangers to Raktika. This is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial... How else do you enter... Wherever... Makes sense. Glad to apprise you of Yashtola's recent endeavors. Yes! Yes, please. I've got to know what she's doing. Ruins scattered. Okay, so Alize is going to hunt for ruins in Amarang to look for Light Warden stuff. A great deal of my time in Kalusia was spent befriending the people. That is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the... And Yulmore's the city where Vow 3 lives, but Kalusia is the region, correct? I feel like that's right, but let me know if that is not. God, you are so tiny. I want to put you in my pocket. Why are you so little? Why are you so small? Before you leave, I'd make a request of you. There's a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. It has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use. At the very least, a relic would make a suitable gift! You always bring gifts to women! Most considered proposal. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job, that we might secure this. Man, I gotta spend more time with Urianger. Ugh. I suppose it could be worse. I think this might be a good place to take our first break. I've been delaying our break because I didn't want the cutscene to be interrupted. So this might be a good place to pause temporarily. We will redeem this quest when we come back and then see what comes next. Yeah. Okay. I love you all. I will see you in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the song, and I'll be back when it is over. Hi, everyone. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hang on. I was like, where's the game? Ha, here's the game. Okay, let me make sure. Nice, everything is still unmuted. Good, good, good. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate you letting me have a full song and a song and a half because I ate peanut butter bread and it was great. Okay. The tablet and its contents proof of interest. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's get that bread in a very literal way. Yes. This might be the first. Is this fog? What weather condition is this? This might be the first time I've ever seen fog in the Crystarium. Okay. And Urianger's at Fort Job. I guess we'll just teleport. We probably could have walked here, but I've got the money. We can have frivolous teleportation as a treat. Oh, we're all going! That's cute. I thought Thancred and Minfilia had something else to do for some reason. There is something going on between Urianger and Thancred. Like, there's something going on there, I feel. Yeah, very strongly. I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Umoran soldiers return. With their limited numbers, The guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay traps? A most hilarious method of combat in a world where magic exists. They're like, let's dig a hole and put some spikes at the bottom. And Cred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them. The windows were works of art. Ooh, pretty. Okay. I think we need to be purple. Let's be purple. Oh my god, I just like temporarily forgot how to change my glamour. Yeah, let's be purple. And if we feel like we need a different change, I'll do an entirely different class. Oh, my bird left. Okay, well, we'll bring the bird back. He's helpful in combat. We'd like to have him. Here amidst these ruins, we will find the Church of the First Light. And within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. It's a gear cover. Man! At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. The flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole, for the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. Ariane, it's crazy you just spit like this. This is just how he talks. That's insane to me. Like, I read it out loud, but I don't actually absorb anything. I gotta go back and read it again. Okay. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Does he actually tell me what this god would be?
Good.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. No, he's talking about religion. He's not identifying the god. I feel like I might be able to subtext that, but yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. Let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Oh no! I missed blue quests! That's rough. Or yellow quests, rather. Man, that's tough. Alright, mod memo to me. I gotta do Fort Jobs yellow quests. I thought I'd done those already. Fort Job. Despite their architectural prowess, I can make neither head nor tail of anything. You would think remnants of a church would be more... Well, I mean, they are remnants, my guy. Mayhap the hall was built below ground. That would be most unusual, sir. Was this always here? Okay, now I kind of need my bird to go away. Bird's kind of thrown off the ambiance. This is indeed the church we seek. What are these symbols? It's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall. The reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. Tell me about it, Urianger. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. The standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, which are referred to as the Knights Blessed.
Good.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. We just found a church underground. who subsequently migrated to Raktika, which is where Y'shtola is. 'Twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often many times did Yulmer make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed and their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. Interesting. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. We'd better hurry up. Thancred's like, all right, enough talking, more searching. I really, really love him as a tank. I think it's the most fitting class for his personality and character arc. Search your surroundings. And remove the camera as well as zoom in and out. Oh, I was hoping I could zoom in a little bit. Listen, he was bending over. What else was I supposed to do? I don't see anything that looks like a tablet. Unless it's like one of the stones up here. Oh, I can't even go that high. Wait a minute. Hey, I found a tablet! I'm just kidding. I did it. Yay. I really liked the versions of those events we got in Stormblood where we had to shoot tranquilizer darts into Imperial soldiers. I always really liked that. Within the altar. Arianja, I hope you can read this. It's time-worn, so I feel like it's in a language we may not have ready access to. I've got special bunny eyes, Minfield. She's like, how could you see it? And it's just like, I'm bunny. It's my answer to anything in this game. This is indeed the tablet we seek. These engravings predate the Knight's Blessing. If I'm not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. Okay, so we had previously had the empire, the kingdom of Verbert, which was snowy and mountainous. And now we've got Ronka inside of forest. Could this be a Gridania analog? Let's see. Sorry, I'm taking my notes. I need a new notebook, actually. This notebook's nearly full. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them, a fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola. Yes, understandeth Y'shtola only too well. Oh yeah, Nyan Violent, he's got this on lock. Let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Let's go. Oh, it's her! There she is! It's she! Is her dress backless? There is a custom of the Knight's Bless which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint. I hate when this game uses that word. Including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. This commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases masters their disciples. So we can never say our own name, but it's okay if other people say our name. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name. Interesting. Oh, and that was her master's name. Oh. Let us speak with the garden keepeth a vigil at the great wood's border. Interesting. Okay. Who is this? That's not an NPC. That's a player. I was like, where'd that bunny come from? That's not someone I can talk to. Well, it could be someone I could talk to. But not like with pre-generated dialogue because they're not an NPC. Can I fly here? Oh yeah! Let's go! I'd like to go into the Greatwood, please. Yeah, let me into the Greatwood. I hope we get a cutscene as we go into the Greatwood.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
The Raktika Greatwood. Okay! This song kind of slaps.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Okay. He's just following us now. He's not even trying to be sly about it.
Lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
So this is interesting. Hang on. That sigil on the back of his robe, cloak, half jacket, dress, those like interlocking diamonds. I'm pretty sure that's the like sigil of the Garlean Empire. So it's interesting to me that he's like, yeah, I'm an Ascian. And he is just like, he's still dressing like this. Like, he's not fooling anybody. Like, do you want to put on something else? He's like, no. That's just very interesting to me.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
He's not actually Solus, though, right?
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all
right,
for the
okay,
glory
buddy.
of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Thancred wants to shoot him so bad. This game is better with now that Thancred has a gun.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadow?
I mean, it's a swamp. Like, it's an inhospitable swamp. I don't really think there's a lot of view to take in.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
What, you don't like to be sassed? That's literally all we've done. He comes in and he's like, I'm sassy. And Thancred's like, I'm sassy too. And this dude's like, I'm the only one allowed to be sassy. This is really insulting, actually. You know, this is very uncool. I'm trying to be a totally nice and normal person, and you're just here giving me sass for no reason. I don't like that. Like, he can't take it.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
Minfilia. Interesting. I did not expect her to get involved. Neither did Thancred, by the looks of it. Neither did this guy.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
This dude's a real piece of shit.
Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
Oh, Did Dacians not like light? What are they, vampires?
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Thancred said, shut the fuck up. He's so funny. He is so funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's actually, I can talk to him? I will suffer your company, but not your commentary is mean to every meower and limsa. Joe, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. How are you doing? How's your week been? Okay, I have a question. That bow, is that a standard emote? Because I have a bow and I don't look that good when I do it. So is that special? Is that special to him, or is that something I have access to? If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. You just told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? Girl, I don't think we can make him... What the fuck? I'm sorry. What? Oh, there's a person here! I was like, where'd this small rabbit come from? I didn't realize this was a player. I'm really embarrassed now. I just keep thinking these are all NPCs. I was like, where'd that fucking bunny come from? Maybe the human bow. I wondered if maybe it was like... Race limited feels like a weird phrase, but you know what I mean? Like there's different like idle animations and sit poses and stuff like that. Do you expect me to regale you with Don't fucking lie to me, you stupid fruit. You love friendly banter. Ha! Literally! What did I fucking say? He's like, oh, I can't resist. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then, what do you wish to know? I'm obsessed with this track, by the way. Shadowbringers is doing good shit with its music. This is literally this is the question I just fucking asked when he turned around. And we saw that sigil on his back. What a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls. Molding it as fits the occasion, or not if we so choose. Hang on. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the... Okay, so they see soul as jar, they put their soul in the jar. Okay. They can choose... Wait, so molding it, so they could choose to change shape or not. That means that whole time La Habrea was in Thancred, he was making Thancred look like himself just to piss us all off. Man, what a good villain. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. After arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Interesting. So he didn't, like, come here physically? He like, his essence came. Yeah, wait a minute. How'd he get here? Because the last time we saw him, he was in Garlemald, in our world. Yeah, so he just, like, he sent his soul over here, I guess, and just, like, possessed somebody? Though, as your friend over there can attest, oh, dog, you better not, Thancred's name better not leave your mouth. There are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. Okay, so we can't say anything else. If you've nothing to ask me, why are you still here? Don't you have wardens to vanquish around this? Shut up! You aren't the only gay person who moves slow through a forest. Be quiet. He schlumps. Why does he schlump? This is how trans masks stand when their binder is in the wash and they still have to put on a shirt. Like, what is this? What is this? Hi, Kate. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Goose wanders around meowing and exploring. How is that cat? How do he be? Give him so many smooches for me. How's the new place? Just playing our Asian counterpart, meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these. Oh, okay. So he's inconveniencing himself out of commitment to the bit. Sure. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years passed. A swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. Wayward souls in want of a guiding hand, for a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps. To Fort Gone. Gone. I kind of like Gone. I like Gone, but it's more fun to say Gone. Okay. This is a Heaven's Door with a caveat that if this is information I do not have access to at this moment, I do not want an answer. When Minfilia referred to Y'shtola as a conjurer, would I have... Has she always been a conjurer? Or is this new in the same way that, like, Urianger is an astrologian and Thancred's a gunbreaker? Because I legitimately can't remember. I knew she did magic, but I guess I thought she was, like... She seemed so much more offensive than a white mage would be. She definitely wasn't a scholar because that meant she would have had a book. So I think scholar would have been Alfinode. She was a conjurer in AR because she... Okay! Was she a part of the original Conjurer questline in ARR? Because I'm pretty sure I remember that being a cat girl. But I don't recall. Okay, you know what? This has only happened twice in the game. The ambient music is so good, I have to go in and disable the mount music. I don't want to hear the Nidhogg song right now. I want to listen to this. This area and the Azim Steppe are the only places to hold that distinction of honor. I'm going to assume that's in system configuration. I do not want to hear music while mounted. This is sick. I like this a lot. Oh, and it's a brand new map! There's a ton of shit here. Hello? I should probably add it to a hotbar. I only just started using like macros and stuff. And it's to hide a lot of the UI elements for the stream specifically. Is this an enemy that looks like a vase? I'm gonna leave that alone. There's a zone in ARR. Is it out by Ul'dah that actually kind of reminds me of this? Where is this friend of yours we've come to? I'm gonna talk to him literally every chance we get. Little freak. Urianger said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here. He did not exaggerate. Urianger says, Urianger, thinking? It's more likely than you think. It's so fucking funny. This Asian's just hanging out with us. This is hilarious.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere.
I also love that whenever he just wants to
Come,
leave, he says,
let
let us
us
quit
quit
this
this
place. It's so formal. It's so aggressive.
Now, surround them!
Oh, they think we're enemies. Oh my god, I need their clothes. Oh, hey, I would rock that plunging V-neck so good. Fork it over. Give it to me. That thing you have. Your slutty top.
These Senators, they're not like the others.
Oh, I'm not a sin eater. That's why.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
We should do some Warrior of Darkness power. Kupo? My guy. Why would you say that? Yeah, we'll just keep begging, I guess.
Perhaps they speak the truth.
Yeah, see? There we go. These NPCs are all pretty attractive. You can shoot him if you want, though. If this fucker's like, we're actually Sin Eaters, haha, it'd be funny if I said that. We're Sin Eaters. I'm gonna kick him.
I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives.
Oh, are you gonna leave and are you just gonna bail? You're just gonna bail? Are you serious? Are you for real?
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade.
You're we're gonna talk about the cardinal sin of your fucking eyebrows in a hot second, my guy.
Good luck.
Okay, that was kind of sexy though.
There. Did you see that one disappear?
Yeah, this isn't gonna help us. Thanks a lot, you useless fruit. Hi, Andrade. What's going on? Thancred wants to blow Emmett Selch's brains out. Thancred, no! We're not gonna traumatize Thancred in this expansion, are we? Like, he's had such a bad time every time, all the time. But not this time, right?
Enough. Runard, report.
We found her. We found her.
Master Matoya. We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
Okay. I'm gonna say something, but okay. She's really sexy here. Has she always been this sexy? Or is it like crazy high for this particular moment, this fit, this expansion, this everything? 'Cause she's fine as hell right now.
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
You girl, you know who we are! What is this? Look at us!
Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it?
Yeah, well, you would know about passing queers, wouldn't you, Urianger?
Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether.
I was gonna say, I guess it's been a while. Yeah. But surely she remembers our voice. And his voice. Oh, you're telling me Of all the people whose voices she doesn't remember, this motherfucker who spends 23 hours a day talking ceaselessly without interruption, she doesn't recognize his voice? I don't believe that.
Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom
She
we spoke
doesn't
before.
know who I am. It's so sad. Oh, I guess that's true. We have been absorbing the Sin Eaters into us upon their defeat. Right. That is true. And I know she's blind, but that she sees with ether. I don't know how much detail she gets, but I do remember that. I do remember Matoya talking about that in the previous expansion.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company.
She's
The
so
one I know
pretty,
not.
pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
I'm the warrior of light, baby.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among
Okay,
us.
like, I want her to believe him, but it would also be really sexy if she tried to kill us. So maybe we let her cook. I don't know.
Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
My what? I'm not even gonna take the bait.
It cannot be.
It's me! Come give me a hug! I miss you so much. You're so perfect. Yeah, I hope he never says that word again.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome.
I wanna take her face in my hands and just like I don't know about the dog owners out there, but Mochi sometimes I just like grab and hold his face and I'm just like, oh, the face of the cat. And I want to do that to Y'shtola. And if I happen to put my lips on her mouth, then like so be it. But
Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
nice, one that doesn't involve putting weapons in our bodies. Cool. What kind of if she's a conjurer, that means she's a white mage. What kind of staff is she using? I got jump scared by that first note. The vocals, I didn't expect it. She should imagine him a stranger. No thing, yeah, that fucker. Didn't expect her to be so imposing. She's the real deal, Minfilia. This bitch is everything. She's also tiny! She's so little. Are all cat girls this small? Busy since arriving in the First, I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. The fort going yet to be rebuilt, the knights blessed have made their home in a settlement to the north. I should have stood next to Emmett Selch. I didn't get a height comparison. Well, we'll probably see that Mischief Maker again, so. Follow the path through yonder gate and you will find me soon enough. I'm really into this area. Pretty short, like 5. They're little. One of my friends plays a Catboy, but whenever we're next to each other, we're both doing the Manderville dance. So we're hunched over. I've never actually bothered to compare our heights before. And as you might imagine, like, this emote is like not super conducive to gauging how tall you might be compared to somebody else. Like, this is what we do. Yeah. We just start doing it and we can't stop. It's so fun. I love the Manderville dance. I want to learn how to do it in person. I think that could be rewarding. It's beginning to raid, much like the 12s. That's what I'm asking. Is this city like an analog for Gridania? This forest has a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. I really want to get some cool glamour pieces. Ooh, what I actually need to do is figure out if Holminster Switch has anything I want to grind out. I never looked at the loot you can get from there. To make their home here and so swiftly would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat. Place to rest. Have you ever seen such a tree? For a second I thought she just asked if I'd ever seen a tree, and I was like, yes, bitch, I've seen a tree. That's a player. I keep trying to talk to that person. All are welcome here at Slitherbow. Though there have been wow, whoa, what is this? How this bird's so fancy? That's a fancy bird. There have been few, if any, newcomers since the attack on Fort Gone. Knight's blessing upon you. Is there aught you need? What do you do here? Simple worshiper of the dark, follower of the Knights Blessed. Not tending to my chores, I teach the children their letters and share with them what little history I know. I also teach them the importance of respect for their peers. Knights Blessed judge not by appearances, but by the content of one's character. Silence and sanctuary, this is what you find here. Named for the broad branches above us and the serpentine shadows. Serpentine, like snakes. Isn't Gridania's free company the Twin Adders? Founding was over 90 summers past. The flood had taken near everything from the people back then. When all hope seemed lost, they came to realize that where there is light, there must be darkness. That realization led to the worship of dark you see before you. In the end, we settled here in Raktika, where the shade of the trees serves to remind us of our faith. We live a simple life. It has not been without its hardships. Another one of our settlements 2 years ago was razed to the ground, but thanks to Master Matoya, we've restored some semblance of normalcy. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna attune to this aetheryte. And also this Amaro Keep. And now I will talk to everyone else. Also, weird question, but quick question. Do y'all viewers have an opinion on, like, how zoomed in the camera is? Like, what is best for you guys? Do you have a preference? You want, like, really far away? You want medium? Does it matter? Is this the type of thing I'm overthinking as a streamer? But I figure if it changes what you see, then first... I'm not playing this game first person. Well, you know, that's not so bad. But I like looking at myself too much. If you had a bunny that was this pretty, you'd want to look at your bunny too. So medium is pretty good. Okay, so that's super close. That's super far. We're gonna do like right here. I should change my minion also. I only use the lamp minion when I'm AFK in Linsa.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself.
Okay.
It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood.
Sure. What are we looking around so shiftily for? Oh, okay, we're just looking at everyone else. I really want that top.
I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
My grand feast is the sight of you, Y'shtola. We are good.
Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
I'm not good at sports. This is the only kind of game I can play. This even kind of looks like where the other Master Matoya was living.
And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika.
I do. We're gonna kill it!
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own.
Interesting. Okay, so she doesn't trust him.
My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
That might be all we need. I'm an excellent and expedited killing machine, so we can just, like, narrow the scope. I can do what I do best. Exterminate!
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka.
Okay.
A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya.
Ixmaya! Interesting! Okay.
Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Fiercely guarded by what? Oh god, for a second I thought it was an asking.
Ixmaya, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape.
They wear heels. They wear 4-inch heels and they're murderous. Be still my heart. Yeah, so you can imagine my confusion because we caught the hem of that robe and I thought it was the bottom of fucking Emmett Selch's dress. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is he there? And then it was something entirely different.
Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Oh, that's too bad. I won't be thwarted. I'm built different.
Mayhap the
She looks
warden
amazing
hideth
in this
there,
light.
foreknowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
Question for those who have played Shadowbringers prior to the Dawn Trail, like, graphic update, I guess. This cutscene, she looks amazing. Did she look this good when Shadowbringers dropped, or is this like a result of Dawn Trail doing graphic things? Because she looks so good. In this lighting, she looks amazing. She's gorgeous. Like, the lighting is better. Okay. Your assistant man. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, DPS, did you want to take a break? Did you think we were done? Get back in the fucking fight. Looked very good, but definitely looks, wow. I'm so glad I'm playing it now.
As for the tablet...
Yeah, what is this?
I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
Oh my god, she's so right. Did he fucking put it there on that table and then be like, oh, you should go find, you should give her a gift. I bet she'd really like a gift. Here's a gift she'd really, really like if you can find it, and you'll find it because I put it there. Relatable.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I
so
may well
pretty.
take you up on that offer.
And I actually really like Urianger's outfit as well.
While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city?
Yes.
Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the warrior of darkness.
So,
people
am I
here
like
will
a
surely
demigod
kill
to
you.
them? Or what? Like, what am I?
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
She always has adapted well, though.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
She's like, shut the fuck up, Thancred. You don't know anything. You're weak and spineless. I bet another Ascian's gonna possess you in this expansion. I'm different. I'm not the same. I'm not scared to compete.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still
Oh,
struggling
you
to
stole-
come to
that's
terms
cold!
with the nature of your young companion?
Oh, girl, that was mean! Oh, no! No, bitch, that was savage! Ah! Yastilla said, you're out of line, stay down.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
I can't say his reaction is not justified. That was ice fucking cold. Also, like, not very nice to her either.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Because she definitely has a complex about this.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will.
Okay, you still... How do you know this, though? Because you... You're, like, seeing him for the first time in many years? How do you... You're smart, and you're attractive, but you might be overstepping a little bit here.
And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not
I
go and
can't
get some
believe
fresh
it.
air, clear your head.
Man, Thancred said... Thancred said something that wasn't, like, 100% upholding politeness and decorum, and Y'shtola pulled out a fucking gun. I got another coffer. I bet my inventory is getting kind of full. Haha! I've got enough free spots that I don't need to manage it right now. Yeah, this is so mean. Y'shtola, she was so excited to meet you. She made swift work of the cabinet of curiosity. Her thirst yet unsated, she journeyed hither, seeking the wisdom of Ronka. She found little in the way of welcome from the blessed. It was not until the Great Fire, where she denied the Signators a Feast of Ether, that she gained their trust. Since then, I have served as liaison twixt Slitherbow and the Crystarium, that she might be kept abreast of the others' efforts. I'd like to be abreast of her efforts, if you know what I mean. I want to see if Thancred's out here before I talk to her. I won't lie. No, he's gone. He fucking left. He pieced out. That is a player. That's a fat cat minion. I really should turn names back on. So I stop thinking players are NPCs. No, literally, he left. He's out of here. Bye, Entrots. Enjoy the rest of your shift. I'm glad you had a good lunch break. I'm not indifferent to Thancred. You, he said something that, like, annoyed you at, like, a 1.5 out of 10, and you drove a knife into the heart of his deepest insecurity. That was so uncool. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard. After all these years, he has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to do. My girl! He's been possessed. He's been coping. He has lost whatever the fuck Minfilia was to him, and is now, like, maybe raising her reincarnated child form that's not her, but she's in there, but it's totally different. You're so mean. You're so mean to him. Why can't you tell Ariange to man up? What's he been doing? He's been reading with fairies for the last, like, 3 years. I'm just saying, he's had it a lot easier. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alize and Alphinaud have changed since arriving here in the first. Yeah, I don't know, girl. That was mean. That was mean. I realize I am not as I was on the source, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that allowed me to come this far. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbow. Yes! Is there anything you need? Pray speak with Runar. No, I do think she is wrong, though! Can you imagine if one of your friends was like, wow, you are navigating this difficult period really easily, and that's surprising to me. And they went, you've inherited the worst of your father's qualities, and your mother doesn't like you. Can you imagine? Like, the difference in scale? Nuts. I will take us out to the Aetheryte. And then this is where we will take our next break before we talk to Runar. I can't help but creep. If they're here, I'm gonna creep. Oh, it's a cat boy. That's a cute cat boy. With glasses? Cat boy, how tall are you? I'm not looking at you though. Like, I'm not standing next to... We're the same height. Yeah, if our heads are the same height. Actually, head-wise, they might be a little bit taller. But only by a little bit. I wasn't looking at you though, I swear. Okay. That was very secret of me. Super clandestine. They had no idea. They had no idea. This is where we'll take our break. I'll be back when the song is over. And we will talk to Runar and continue. I'm back! Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. I almost made it. We were really, really close to keeping it just at that one song. I sat down just a little too late. It was chapstick. That's what did it. I typically have a different tune on my desk that's tinted, but I had to use like regular kind, and I was definitely like looking for the other one, so it was just like, we were a little bit late. Did I say lake? Like the body of water? Because that was interesting. I definitely meant late. Very interesting. Anyway, Runar, what's going on? Give me your cutscene, baby. I'm Leek. I'm Onion. I'm Vocaloid Dance. Anyway, my apologies for our less than hospitable greeting. That's okay. What is your name? From where do you? Who is your daddy? And what does he do? From the Crystarium. That's right. We've just been telling people we're from the Crystarium. Did the Exarch told us to do that, right? Because he was like, yeah, tell people you're my friend and they won't ask you questions. Did he... Was there some other, like, magic thing he implied at the time? If there was, I didn't write it down. Oh, okay. Yes, I did. Just kidding. Found a secret page of notes, several pages away from where I was taking my current notes. Ah, it's on the same page as Elden Ring DLC notes. That's why. We don't look at anything involving the Elden Ring DLC anymore. Crystal Exarch from Source. And I have that circled. Eorzea is the source. 13 reflections from the Sundering. Oriange says we need to prevent the rejoining of the first with the source. Well, Hebrea is dead. Elidibus is an emissary, but I don't know an emissary of what. Oh! And here's Emmett Selch's name. That's funny. So, well then how did the Exarch get here? How did I forget that? This tablet may help us find the Light Warden. You are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Let me show you. Yes, show me around. Would it be all right? Yes! Yes, you can come wherever you want, and I won't let you still say mean things to you, because you're a baby. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? We may all have perished in the Great Fire were it not... I really need this top. Tell me I can acquire this top. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow many have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. The night sky. Gotcha. I feel whole again now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service to the dark. But you did not hear this from me. All right. This guy's cute. He's like, I said all these nice things about my friend, but don't tell them I said it. There are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to. Show reverence to the dark, but fear not, it is not too involved. Something simple, okay. Well, we don't use our names or our true names. Do we give each other nicknames? Can I choose their nicknames? I'll talk to all these folks too. But use the jugs to produce yeast. I thought Master Matoya kept her room dark because she didn't need the light, but they're all like her. Yeah, they are. They don't like light in Vilia. Like the Asians? Because it wasn't Emmett Selbst like, oh, I fucking hate the sun. Look at all of this fucking light coming in from the trees. This is terrible. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity, a simple and peculiar custom, but it is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for a moment? You're gonna give me a bath? Okay. You know, I don't, I'm not super into it, but I'll do it because you've asked. Heaven's Door, were Rothgar made a playable race in Shadowbringers? As Runar lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. Tingling. Fizzy. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? Not sure. Not refreshed, but I do feel different. Yes! Okay. So this would have been the first Rothgar NPC in a cutscene. That's sick! Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our priests, they are practiced in the arcane arts. It is said their prayers imbue the water with a faint, dark energy. All this talk about, like, dark and light and stuff, it's very, like, Dark Souls-y. No one, a prickling sensation! No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. Ugh, well, uh-oh. I wouldn't say it was unpleasant, but I too felt something strange. Hey, dragon, what's up? The dark aspect of this water should have no discernible effect, unless... By the gods, Master Matoya was right. You are sin. Man, I don't want to have this conversation again. This is a good character. I like this cat. This is a good cat. What you felt was nothing more than the chill of the water. It was cold! You didn't even warm it up? You just put cold water on me? Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the peoples. I'm just playing. I must teach you a customary Do I get an emote? Oh, it's a word. Okay, it's a phrase. Alan Tuta. In the language of Ranka, it is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was. This greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. I really like this character. Yeah. Which isn't to say that, like, I've been meh on the other NPCs that have been introduced, but this one is, like, there's something very refreshing about him. Yeah, I like him a lot. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know? Please tell me I get a gesture. I would love that. Big cat laughs at us. Okay, fine. Speak the words and they will know you as friends of the blessed. I will await your return here. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Okay. Oh man, I have to do it with the chat mode and say. I hate that. I hate other people in the area being like, that piece of shit's doing that quest. I hate it. I hate outing myself. Okay. Alan Tuta. Insay. Do I have to leave? Can I do it? Just says residents of Slitherback. Okay. Specific, must be specific residents. Great World holds untold wonders and dangers. What would you ask of me? Oh, hunting! Compared to the guardians of Nixmaya, we are but children. They leave us be, so long as I would like to see the territory of the murderous women. I would like that very much. People from all walks of life are welcome. Our faith in the dark is infinitely greater than the sum of our differences. That's a Mender. That's a Moogle. Okay, so it's just the Elder we've not spoken with. Oh, we talked to these folks already! Easy! Alright, my chat mode has to be insane. And that's... The elderly woman smiles warmly. I love when women smile warmly at me. Marvelous. Oh, I guess I didn't realize these were all doors. Great plants can be used to make dye. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time. Be wary. You will find poison in near everything you see. Ha! I have a Suna. I'm a healer. Our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. I would love tea. Give me the tea. Okay, so they say I can have the tea, but they don't actually give it to me. They're like, you just need to ask for it. And I talk and they're like, just ask for it. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I still remember when I first came here, everyone was still dressed in garbs of all sorts and colors. We'd yet to find any sense of community. Oh, interesting. My brother and I came here 2 years ago. It hurts to think of home and all we lost. Oh, hey, I have that outfit. That's my scholar glamour. Not to worry, I'm not a stranger. Alan Tuta. Welcome to Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers. I feel like I'm gonna get lost and eventually go into the wrong little room over here. Everyone was so kind. I was nervous, but I'm feeling at home. Much to learn about the Knights Bless. Their faith and strength of will is inspiring. I can see now how they built such a thriving community. She's adorable. Hopefully this cutscene is voiced. You are returned. Very good. Glad of your company. Too long since we have had visitors. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. We must arrange food and lodgings. Can't ask for payment if you would be willing to lend a hand. Yeah, I can build stuff. It would be my pleasure. Don't kill me. I'm here to help. Task I have in mind is simple. You're gonna ask me to kill stuff? I can kill stuff. I'm so good at killing stuff. Water crops. Okay, I can do that too. It's just less exciting. One of you do the filling and the other the water. All right, Minfilia, which one would you like to take? She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. Perfect! So we get a room and a meal when we're done watering plants. I'll fill you water. All right, girl, let's do it. This was the only jug I could find, which was small enough to lift. There's a crack in the bottom. I knew it! I was like, I bet this is gonna be timed. 45 seconds? That's plenty. How long could it take to run to a square and pour water on plants? Did the game think I was gonna get lost? You watered half of the plot. Fetch another oh. We have to do it multiple times. I see. There's a part of me that wonders if we can do a full level of MSQ every Friday. So I wonder if we can go from 74 to 75. This time I have 30 seconds. Again, easy. Cause I'm kind of feeling like a dungeon or something. But I suppose we'd have to find the location of the Sin Eater first. I bet that's the next dungeon. The whole plot has now been watered. we get another cutscene. I really like their outfits. Not noticing. I've been rather distracted. That's okay. Watering the crops was Tadia's duty. She is no longer with us. We've taken to sharing the duty, that never with guests. You are most kind. Minfilia, you are absolutely adorable. I don't think there's anything else we can do, but you're very sweet to ask. Provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. Have the blessed not considered leaving? Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. The easiest path is not always the right one. Do you know our history, how our faith came to be? Kinda, sort of. The Knights Blessed was formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Roktika Greatwood. There is history that is told, and one that is lived. Interesting. That line is kind of a banger. Nyan Violet, have a great time at D&D. Oh my gosh. Let me know how it goes. I must quit this place. All right, Urianger. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything, their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. None could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. People were without answers, their gods having drowned along with everything else. Nothing was beyond the reach of the light. Soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. They found a new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace in the sunless sea above. We pray for the safe passage of wayward souls, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them. We may lead lives of simplicity with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. It's refreshing to find people who value a humbler Yeah, Uamor is a trick. No, I don't think anybody should be in Uamor. There's shenanigans afoot there. Many consider our way of life foolish, so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. When everything can be taken away in an instant, it's too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. I feel like Minfilia is going to have a hard time with this conversation. We still haven't seen Thancred. Why do you have more work to be done, Runar? You told me I'd water plants and you'd give me room and board. Should not be long before your room is ready. This is the music when mischief is afoot. Is there something I need to kill? Is there a sin eater here? Yeah! Sin eaters in the woods! I fear they may have the touch. The touch of what? Are they... You know. In the grove to the southwest. Yeah! Let's kill them! Easy. We have no need to engage. Oh, but what if I want to engage? No one is to set foot outside the village until they moved on. What of Tadia's heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. I can't believe how expressive the Hrothgar is. He looked so sad when he said that. Are you just going to leave them alone? Yeah! We would not hesitate in striking the beast down under normal circumstances. If they have the touch, I will not risk them. Oh. So the ones with the touch can, like, turn other people into Sin Eater. Gotcha. Isn't that what happened to Alize's friend? What was that you said about a stone? Tadia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sun Eaters a few days past. We retrieved her body, failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at their funeral. Ugh, now they can't get it. Yeah, I knew she was gonna make a decision. What if I could find it for you? I mean, not by yourself, baby girl, but the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. I have experience fighting Sin Eaters. Master Montoya called you Minfilia. Are you the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I can't stand by knowing your people are in need and I can help. Please let me do it. Let's go. Let's fight. I'm ready. I'm psyched up. I'm ready to go. You're a very nice cat. Let's go kill some Sin Eaters. Could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a set. This is a good cat. Nearly forgot about Thancred. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Thancred too. It's really interesting. This is the most time I've ever spent around a Hrothgar. My experience with Hrothgar previously was limited to like the Bara Hrothgar that wander around Limsa in various states of undress. So it's really interesting to like be around one with clothing and personality. Very interesting. What if you, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say he shouldn't know, but I will go with you. I'm not, you're like 11. I'm not letting you do this by yourself. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. May the shadows keep you both. Let's do it. Let's kill. I want to kill. I'm in such a killing mood. Okay, we go this way. Ooh, oh, we leave. All right. I have got to get a different minion. I'm sorry. What am I feeling? We're in a forest. Well, that's a little more snowy than I expected because it's a reindeer. What am I? Let's see. Bunny? I can have Bunny? Really funny, actually. Maybe, oh, no, I want the Phoenix. Yeah, we'll do the Scarlet Peacock. Take out your dress up to Disney. I should. I saved that for special occasions. Yeah, that can't just come out anytime. There's a fat cat mount? Wow, this Aura looks great. No, only 25. Time to put fat cat mount on my throne wish list. The Trip. What a name for a location. So now it's like, should I do this as a white mage or should I switch to a DPS? I don't know my rotation on any other class right now. I should have done this as a tank to keep her safe, actually. That would have been very flavorful. Dang, alright. Hear me out. I was hoping there would only be one. Not a problem. No way we can search for the stone without... Yes, that's what I'm saying, girl. Let's kill him. I would rather not she take on her own Sin Eater. I'd rather we fight together. Shouldn't we make a plan first? No! Kill! The plan is kill! I forgot she has knives. She's cool. I'll draw one of them away. You can... I don't like that. I want us to stay together. I'm responsible for you. I didn't realize they were so big. That is not what I meant. Do I not have... Oh, hang on. I've got the wrong hotbar shit on. That was a bummer. I did not think it would be so big. They looked really small in the cutscene. I also definitely thought they'd be stronger. So that's good for me, I guess. I'm also level 80, so maybe we should be using a different class. Yeah, but I thought that was like a special Sin Eater. Like I thought that was like a light warden or something, because it was so big. Oh, Minfilia gutted this one. Let's go! Uh-oh. You're okay though, right, baby girl? It's done. I was careless. I'll do better next time. Hey! Are you alright? I'm a healer. I think you need some regen. You have to find the Heartstone. Don't worry about me. They said it was made of jade. I'll search over there in the bush. Okay. So it could be anywhere around here? If I were a lost necklace and a game wanted me to find it, I would put it somewhere over here, personally. You uncover a brilliant green gem. I'm so good at this game. I want to like listen to this song outside the game. This song is cool. I did have some luck. Thancred always said you were a man of many talents. I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. Not in full, I hope. I have much to learn if I'm going to be even half the hero you were. The hero you shoulder such burdens. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably working. Nice! And I'm pretty sure we can just walk back. We could teleport if we wanted to, but I don't really want to because I like to listen to the music, so. It's not too long. Yeah, I don't mind this. I'm not gonna front with the beetle though, so we'll just keep walking. He will eventually tire himself out and we won't have to worry about it no more. It is very refreshing playing a game with a finite aggro radius, where eventually they just get bored and they stop chasing you. It's very unlike something from Dark Souls 2 or Elden Ring, where it's like, oh, well, oh, geez, oh, gosh, I'm in danger. There's the Outrun with the fat cat mount! Goodness, you are safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. Here's your Heartstone! We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits unto the sunless sea in the hereafter. Should we be felled by sin eaters, so long as the gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. All right. Oof, saying goodbye. What a quest name. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I insist you and your friends attend the service as honored guests. Please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, an attendant will explain the proceedings. Fan cred! Am I? There's no way I'm taller than you, though, right? I'm not. I'm not. He is taller than me, but not by much. I'll take it. We learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. We helped them recover a lost heirloom. I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. As long as... Yes! See, I went with her! Thancred, we're doing this co-parenting thing really well. You and me and Urianger and this weird little family we have. Try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. A little bird told me. It's telling me now that Chrominus does business with a... Was he creeping? He was a previous ninja! That makes sense. Something the matter. We're going to a funeral. Being held in the darker. We'll take care not to be late. I should hope we are not late. That would reflect very poorly on us, I believe. It's really weird to be at level 74 MSQ because MSQ will... Shadowbringers will be over at 80, but it doesn't feel like we are slightly less than halfway through the story. Feels like there's so much we still don't know. She hands you a candle, points at a corner where you may place it. This area is really beautiful, actually. Handmade candle of the Knights Blessed burns an eerie blue when lit. You still are you gonna be nice?
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Yes, of course. Oh my god, I keep thinking anyone we see in a long, dark outfit is Emmett Selch. I was like, tell me he's not gonna start shit at a funeral.
Let us begin.
He would. That's why I was like, please no.
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers.
This voice performer sounds really familiar for some reason. But I feel like I say that for every voice performer.
We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
Well, I'm glad it doesn't seem like anyone's gonna interrupt this.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
So are those all folks that they've lost?
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
Yes, darling. Won't you crying in the hallway? What's the matter? He might need some attention.
I am
Hi,
told
honey.
you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
You want to come up? He does. So he doesn't want to be held, but he does want to be near me. So we'll give him some comfort when he's ready for it. He just gets lonely
The
sometimes.
enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people.
So, are they familiar with like Ardbert and his story then?
And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
Ooh, these are both real good options, actually. To say I don't deserve such reverence when it's literally their religion feels weird. So we'll just say we would have liked to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
I'm doing my best, girl.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
I like that she's finding conviction, though. I feel like that's a step in the right direction.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Where are you going?
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Mochi on the move. We'll take a break in 15 minutes and I'll go check on him.
Urionje and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
I feel like we're gonna get some lore here. I like that. Let's go. I almost wondered if there would be people here we could speak with. That's not what I meant to cast, but that's okay. Oh, I noticed that when I hit level 80, I got this skill. Look how pretty this is. The glamour. Think of the G poses. I'm so pretty. I got like wings and everything. I won't be able to use this skill for a really, really long time. But it's so pretty. We are so pretty. That would have looked great with my Uwu weapon, actually. A chance to reclaim the night has lit a fire in Minfilia that I would see kindled. All right, let's see what the contents of the tablet are. Thanks to the Exarch's gift. She's so salty. Our next course of action is now clear. Whether she has good or bad news to share remains to be seen. Well, the quest is called Stirring Up Trouble, so this will be interesting. Explaining the origins of the tablet. It dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire, written under the direction of the reigning ruler. So it has nothing to do with the Church of the First Light. What, honey? He's wowing. I'm gonna give you guys the chair stream for like a minute. I'm just gonna go check on him because when he wows like this, sometimes he doesn't feel good, and I just want to check. So give me a second, and I'll be back in like a minute. Mochi. All right, I gave him pets and got him settled in his little blanket nest on the couch. I don't think anything was wrong, which is good. So he's feeling okay. He's just a little needy. I get it. I get that way too, Mochi. You're a very relatable cat. Time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. Petitions for aid were sent to allies. This was one such petition. This ancient petition will somehow help us get into Ixmaya? Interesting. Why would Ixmaya have been like a historical ally? Ah, it's a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Okay. We may entreat the ruins protectors to grant a safe passage because they are like the guardians of what remains. Okay. I do not, Zumba. I'm not familiar with that name. I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. And we can find it close by. Very convenient. I love her in this like purple lighting cast. She looks amazing. It is in the possession of a radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of the everlasting dark. To study the monument, their encampment must be infiltrated. I want to fight. It's been ages since I've killed. Let me fight something. I have no intention of taking longer than necessary. I will require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure I have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and... Oh, you're asking favors of Thancred now. I see. The answer is no if we're to remain He's talking to him in Philly. He's like, don't even start. A group must be as small as possible. You are tiny and you also might be a ninja, but you stay behind. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. I'm obsessed with this, like, communal parenting shtick that, like, at least 3 of us have going on. Okay. So we will head outside Slitherbow. I've got to find a way to hide my bird. Yeah, my bird does not need to be this big. I like watching other players in these zones. Something that I do miss in I can't say it's current content because I'm not current, but there's never as many people here as there are in like the initial cities. And that always makes me kind of sad. I think it would be really neat to see a bunch of people throughout these zones. He's ready. Let's go! The encampment we seek is to the north. It would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share of their recent activity. I would avoid a confrontation. I don't want to avoid a confrontation. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them again into the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. I don't know. Don't you think it could be fun? I'd like to see how they fight at the very least. Oh my gosh, they're taking me way up there. And there's another Aetheryte? Okay. So this might be like one of the larger areas we've been in Shadowbringers so far. Like, I don't remember Collusia feeling this big. Aether Current. And there's our destination, or at least one of them. That's our first wait. This can't be right. Because this was all Heaven's Word. This was all Stormblood. This can't be all Shadowbringers. That means there's only one area left. And then, like, obviously we backtrack back to Clusia and Amarang. That can't be right. That doesn't feel right to me. I feel like there should be more. Now, we were told not to fight, but oopsies. I guess we have no choice. Oh, what a shame. I feel like we are definitely approaching a dungeon of some kind. And it's probably going to be one populated by these folk. Maybe. By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. That was literally me when I was working as a teacher and kids would come talk to me on my lunch break. It's like, I've had an unwelcome visit from the children. Acquaintance of Master Matoya. Acting strange of late. This can't be like a primal thing, right? Darius! Hi, level 99 skeleton. What's going on? How you doing? I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. What have you seen? I need this top. Nothing out of the ordinary. Gathering of ingredients for poisons. They've been breeding venomous spiders in great numbers? Thumbs down. It's as if they're preparing for something. Could be anything. If it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. And what's their beef with us? They're just like more radical. They think they're just fanaticists. We can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our I really don't want to do. I don't want to see spider things. Yeah, Darian, literally, it's like, you know what? Maybe we just leave them alone. I don't really want to see this. If we were to introduce a threat to the nest, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees are a natural predator of bees? Set them loose on the nests and we would have an opportunity to sneak in? Bees? With smoke, we should be able to subdue colonies long enough to steal their hives? There's smoke bombs at the outpost. Great! Let's smoke bomb some bees. Once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. This is hilarious. Yeah, Kate, this bees versus spider hard counter is new to me. And we'll take our next break in just a couple of minutes. Okay, well, we'll grab our smoke bombs and start blasting. Oh man, I was just thinking to myself, it'd be really cool if this wild swine didn't aggro on me. I think the swine has declined. We have to fight them! Okay. I was supposed to put the bees in the sack. The bees in the sack. Bees in the sack. Bees in the sack. Uh-oh! Well, I guess I'm gonna need other beehives then, since I fucked that really hard. I don't suppose the bees will come back to the hive if I wait a little bit. Invalid target. Okay. Okay. See, it's because this game I've been playing this game for 4 hours and I haven't had to kill anything. I'm itching. I don't want to quest no more. I want to kill. Steps of the waterfall were carved by the giant Luzatl. Historians speculate this mythical figure was an early form of Talos, the self-same construct responsible for building Ranga's resplendent places of worship. Maybe. I thought it was the smoke bomb that we used on the beehive, but it could be a different item. Invalid target. Oh! Oh! So I kill the bees and sack the hive. Alright. That was weird, but okay. We sack the hive. And I will get us set up at our next location. And then that's where we'll take our next break. I'm not stopping this stream until I've gotten a dungeon. I feel like there has to be one right around the corner. I need it. I crave it. I'm itching for it. I'm restless. The violence within me cries out for release. Okay, this is where we'll pause. I'm going to check on Mochi again. I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Please enjoy the music, and we will return when I come back, when the song is over. Hi. Thanks for your patience. All right, let's sack this hive. Interesting turn of phrase. Oh, this time there's 2 bees! Near automata intensifies. Wow, these bees are weak as hell. You mean to tell me these bees can fight giant venomous spiders? I'm not impressed. I don't think that's the case. Tubi. It's available on Tubi? It's available on Glebo? Alright, let's see what's going on up here. Oh yeah, Thancred, we found some bees. Not for offering his thanks. Oh yeah, have some buzzing sacks, Y'shtola. Why is she like so close to me? Darius, I am obsessed with the vocals in this zone. I'm feeling it. It resonates within me. Let's hurry before the bees begin to stir. Girl, take me to kill someone. Children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. An airway apart from the entrance, which leads to the spider's nest. I still am not super... I thought it would just take me a while to get used to it. But the quest noise, the electric guitar, I'm not super into. It's not bad, but it's like... I did really like Heavenswords and Stormbloods, but overall, the rest of the sound design for Shadowbringers has been pretty fucking well done. And I thought Shadowbringers did a great job of its own sound design, or Stormblood rather. But Shadowbringers might be more consistent in its highs. Alright, we're gonna stay away from the scorpions. So that's the airway. And Thancred just wants us to throw the sack in there. John, if you could message that to me on Discord. I will not be able to click it now and I will lose it. Yeah, send it to me on Discord. We should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed, so that it falls open when it lands inside. Oh, for the sacks. Yeah. Now we wait. What is... Oh, they hate it. They hate the bees. Bees! By the abyss! They're everywhere. Not the bees! I can't believe we're giving them the wicker. Someone help! We have to save the spiders! Literally no one in history has ever fucking... This is a brand new fucking sentence I've just spoken into existence. Literally no one has ever said this before in the history of the English language. Sounds like our plan is right. You're evil. I like you. Not all were drawn away from their posts. Now we sneak in. If you should come to blows, I'll see to it any signs of strength. Thancred's literally out here like, don't worry, I'll hide the bodies. Okay, to distraction by Y'shtola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Not to worry. We're gonna be fine. Why do I get the idea you enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Thancred, it does feel like she regards you with some measure of contempt. Do you have some explaining to do? Shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you are both ready, let's do it. Nah, not me. There are enough fucking spiders outside. If they wanted to be outside, they should have stayed outside. When you come into my territory, nah. I'm not taking you back from whence you came. You die here. Dang, do I need... I sure hope I'm going in the right direction. This sure looks like a fight to me. Only one of them? Seriously? Wow, these are the worst guards ever. Oh, accidentally almost aggroed an extra one that I didn't have to. You know what? Yeah, I'm not... I accidentally assized and aggroed all of them. That's hilarious. I was like, I'm not moving out of this AoE. I actually didn't realize that assize had such a large radius, so that's on me. That was really funny. Oh yeah, I'm super healthy. I'm totally... Actually, I don't know if I'm healthy or not. I can't see my own HP. I'm not healthy at all! So, there are lines on the floor. We shouldn't stand in those lines. Yeah, maybe we don't eat the AoEs because we're too lazy to miss position and think we'll be fine. I just didn't think it would do that much damage. I guess the more you know. Dreamer of the Everlasting Dark is a sick-ass name. Okay, and we're gonna go up here. You don't see me. Yes, right, scrub. This looks exactly like the chamber we had in the other place. The Fount of Seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. They would not place this near potential distractions from worship. Monument may be further in. Okay. Cutscene time. I need one that's voiced. It's been a while since we've had one that's voiced. I'm getting tired of reading. I want to kill. Give me a fucking dungeon. Examine the murals on the walls while I look over this. I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children. We're not like to come here a second time. It would behoove us to learn all that we can. I agree. Examine the murals and take note of what events they may depict. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, this is definitely the... No. Okay, we'll start with the primitive mural. Appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. So I'm assuming that's like a warrior of light then. This mural is very old, so not ancient. A ruler sits atop a throne attended by their subjects. Fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. It almost looks like someone intentionally defaced this, or like a creature like clawed it. That's very interesting. No! 1, 2, 3. How many people are here? One of them is definitely a Lalafell. And why there's a Lalafell White Mage in the Warriors of Darkness gang. And he's kind of like a knight. He's knighty. Ardbert's knighty. And one of them is a bard. The one at the very end is a bard. Yeah, no, these are the Warriors of Darkness. Without a doubt. Yeah, nope, without a doubt. Please speak. This seems important, Y'shtola. Please talk.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
This is you and your crew, yeah?
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era.
So, not Ardbert and co, then? Because if they were working for him and the mural was already there, the mural couldn't have been about them unless it was like a prophecy, like foretelling their arrival or something.
The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder.
I would imagine before, personally.
Rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses.
Ardbert looks amazing every time we see him.
Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
I don't know, man. There was a second where I thought the game might ask me to choose. Oh God, I'm so
There you
pretty.
are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Ah, she speaks like Ariane too. Mm-hmm.
Is something the matter? We should go.
Wait, and
The
she
others are
couldn't
waiting.
sense him, right? Or, like, if he had left an ethereal signature behind, she would have known. So I guess ghosts can hide from Y'shtola. The first notes of Lahi are always gonna scare me after I come out of a cutscene. The murals appear to be of any significance? Well, in a manner of speaking. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. In another lifetime, you could be a curator of antiquities. It has no bearing on the task at hand, but perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. Still has thirst for knowledge sated. Okay. How close am I to a dungeon? I need something to do. And if I'm like 10 quests away, maybe we'll wrap up whatever this current story is and then call it. But it does feel like, pacing-wise, I should be really close. The two of you should rest. Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. Yeah, let the big cat cook. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Alright, we're pretty far away from base camp now, so we'll just teleport. It's actually 10 quests? Are they short? Will it go fast? That's so long. Where are my dungeons? It felt like ARR was just like dungeon after dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. And now it's like, I'm in a dungeon drought. Where's my stuff? I want to fight, Square Enix. She knows how I worry when she leaves without eye. Man, this cat's adorable. He's so dramatic. She is safe, that is all that matters. You must be hungry. Have a seat by the fire. The stew will soon be ready. You're a good stopping point. Yeah, let's do that then. I'm getting really hungry. It's getting really hot in my room. So just like it's 4 o'clock. We're coming up there. Yeah, if I could wrap up in the next like 20 minutes, that would be awesome. And then I can eat and go grind Eureka. The good times in my game never stop. This is peaceful. It makes me think something bad's about to happen.
Strange.
I didn't realize Rothgar had such expressive faces. They look great.
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
No, I feel like we should check on the patrol, actually. Not to worry, John. I'll do it with you. I started leveling the wrong weapon, so... now I need to do it twice.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
What's going on in there?
The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source.
Yes, I am! She's casting aspersions at me. Urianger, say it's not true. Oh, you ain't saying nothing. That's real bad, actually.
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
That's not what I've been doing. I assumed that's what I was doing. Never thought I would say this, but even Urianger looks great in these redone
Though I have given
cutscenes.
thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions.
I actually quite like in this expansion that we have seen the Scions squabble. It lends a really authentic depiction to their humanity.
But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy.
That's the same reason she said "fuck you" to the Exarch. And Urianger has always been like this.
I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Does she think he's lying about his vision?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us!
No way! Get these guys out of here! I was literally just thinking to myself, wait, isn't the Exarch supposed to be in Yulmore? This fucking guy. I forgot this city had actual clowns. I don't like this place. I knew it. I knew it. I don't even have to say clown girl. Moderator Al Austin's just ready.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
I feel like something really bad's about to happen to the Exarch.
And you as disingenuous.
Okay.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin eaters, and by all accounts, the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy.
Monsters gotta die, bro. I don't know what else to tell you.
And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think?
Your soldiers have no authority on sovereign Crystarium territory. Fuck off!
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival.
Right, so why is this guy so clearly against it? There's Hinky, it's all Hinky.
Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night.
He doesn't want it because it doesn't serve him personally. That's the vibe that I get. Like, he would rather the world end and it end with him in a position of comfort and power than sacrifice that for literally everyone else's benefit.
For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility.
I do wish that the, like, mischief music, I associate this so strongly and uniquely with drunk homosexual that I feel like we should only be using it for Emmett Selch. I feel like Valkyrie needs his own musical cue, but that's just me.
Even should you slay the Sin Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
There it is. So it's like, doesn't matter. Even if we win, world's fucked.
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
Is that what you think you are? Do you think you're a god? Because you can talk to monsters or something?
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
Okay. So we're doing the God King route. All right. Okay, Thornton.
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need.
And what is it that men truly need?
Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them.
Uh-huh.
That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
Sure, okay. I don't think that's right. I think that's factually and historically incorrect. But you can skin it however you want, I suppose.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
You get to, the Exarch has no respect for this man, nor should he.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more.
What did he say? Now I want to know. Hang on. Now I feel like I should reread that. Paradise fit.
You have
grace.
always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power.
I always really like hearing our elite motif come in.
But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding.
All right, you know, that's nice and all. Crystal Exarch, can we fucking ice this guy? Like, I don't... Can I have the product of violence and bloodshed? Can we kill him?
This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
I mean, this dude cannot be suffered to remain. Like, we can kill him first, and then the order does not matter. In the new world, we can't have this guy here.
Poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears.
Yeah, he's really spitting here.
These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
Am I him?
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my
I
Sin Eaters?
feel like we need that on the soundboard.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
He reminds me of someone. But I have no idea who. Maybe it's just his demeanor.
Why do I even bother?
This character is repulsive, but the voice actor leans into it so well. The delivery of every single voice performer in this expansion is exceptional.
Fools, the lot of you. So naive. So painfully predictable. Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not.
Well, that means you don't have any forces, so I think the Exarch should kill you since you're currently unguarded. Easy! Give the Exarch a gun!
The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception. eternity.
Oh yeah, he magic, you fool!
Insolent
You
swine!
buffoon!
I will not stand for this. Do you hear me?
We're still going. This guy! I want to fight him one-on-one so bad. With my fist, though, not magic.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
I know she's totally capable of mass homicide. Like, I don't think we need to hold back anymore.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Nah.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes.
Interesting.
Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great.
Oh yeah, let's put him on display then.
His lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
I need people to start choosing violence.
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow.
Oh, I'm here, baby. Let's dance.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Interesting.
Woven oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
Mm-hmm.
And should we refuse?
There it is.
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as...
I'm tired of diplomacy. I want action. It seems like it's been a long time since someone's been assassinated. On this shard. Oh, it was great delivery. Yeah. It's just like how if you replay anything involving Baelsar, every time he says adventurer, it sounds like a slur.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
I can't believe that was like... That was so much. That was so much that just happened. But I don't think we made it to 75, even though we had a really long cutscene. Okay, the guard was poisoned. Healing incantations aren't changing. But we can slow the advance, which will afford us time to find a cure. Good. Yeah, we're still at 74. Okay. Question to chat. Is this a most fortunate stopping point? Or should I go 1 quest more, 2 quests more? How do we feel? What do we think? How much time you got? Not much. I'm getting kind of like hot and hungry. 2 more quests. I guarantee nothing. We'll see how long it takes to finish 1. At present, okay, so there's nothing we can do for him at the moment. But hopefully we can cure him later? All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. How have they taken the news of Humor's generous proposition? Probably not well. Anger and dismay. We cannot hope to oppose them and the children. I considered a convocation that we may consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Sounds like there's only one thing to do. Kill him! We will not, cannot abandon our faith. There is no reason for you to suffer. You still have time to flee. When has she ever fled from anything? I'm not wont to run from my troubles. I am mine. Yes! Oh my god, baby girl. Finally! Finally, someone is like... Maybe the world would be better if these guys were dead. Finally! Oh my goodness. The Omoran's presence here stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the yeah! They would have no cause to remain were darkness to fall over Raktika. And she's deciphered the oh my god, do I get to see the sexy... The whatever those sexy people are and the 4-inch heels and the homicidal intent. Do I get to see them? Do I get to see those people? With it, we can put everything we need to enter Ixmaya. We'll need, yes, okay. Invigorated once more by the thought of women. Renewed. One course lieth before us. We are no? Hello? What are you fucking talking about? That's a crazy line to spit. The third option is always so out of pocket. It's like, shut up, Ardbert. You're making me sad when I eat my sandwich. And it's like, you know what? I think we're the bad guys, actually. Okay. I love this Rothgar. This is a very, very, very charming NPC. No changing your mind. I swear to keep the blessed safe. Yes. We need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. There should be one waiting for us in a complex of ruins not far from here. You have some experience with subaquatics. Yes, Stormblood! The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusi Mekta. Minfilia and I will remain here to shore up defenses. Brilliant! Okay. I'm gonna hope this goes really quickly, actually. I kind of missed that aura I was seeing. Well, there are a couple more people here. Wow. Everyone. Hey, you know what? Everyone we've seen in this area looks really nice. Okay. Hey! This is my bird! Is that the aura? Yo, good taste in birds. That might have been the aura, actually. It was hard to see in the dark. I wasn't sure. And I didn't have names on, so I don't know if it was them. Okay, so this is gonna be where we pick up the seal. So we see should be stored in a chamber inside the ruins. The entrance is protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkin culture. Sought to live in harmony with nature, considered certain animals sacred. Are you gonna make me write this down? First in the pantheon was the snake. Below it were, you know what, just in fucking case. Snake. Coral, colibri, oppo, wolf. To open the chamber, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts by placing one's palm on monuments wrought in their image. This must be done in a specific sequence. The order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake. Easy. So, snake, oppo, and wolf. Easy. And let's go 1, 2, 3. We got it. The tablet says not of the placement, size, or appearance. All will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Yeah! It's time to swim. This is actually a really, really pretty area. I always forget how to dive. I always end up opening the map on accident. So I have to ask, does the rest of Shadow, like this, this feels like it's gonna end up being the best music in Shadowbringers. Oh, I gotta go over the ledge. Okay. But I feel like they wouldn't feed me the hardest track this soon. Okay, so do I go in here? I do. Okay, well there's Snake. So Snake first. Place your palm on the snake statue. And then, oh, so the statues aren't all going to be in the same area. Interesting. Well, hopefully that won't be a problem. Oh, ooh. Well, we don't need coral. We need oppo. And then we do wolf. So much better. It's my note taker's intuition. I was like, I bet that she's not just rattling off random animals in a random order. I bet this is significant. Wait a minute. I keep forgetting we can ride our mount underwater. That would have been a lot faster. Wolf! That's it! That's all 3! Okay, so the chamber containing the seal is open. Oh! Nope. Can I just... look out from here. Yay! One of the sacred temples built by the Ronkins, these stone halls were safeguarded by a sect of priests even after the fall of the Empire. The rising waters of the lake could not be denied. Rumors persist of a secret treasure, which was swallowed along with the temple. I just went into my FC chat, which is populated by a lot of people here, and it's just a bunch of lahis. Just like constant. There has to be like six or seven of them. Lines worth of lahi. You guys are funny. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. I didn't realize you could accidentally enlarge a chat box. Well, hopefully none of you said anything weird. It's back in the chamber where we got the snake. That's par for the course though, John. Yeah, that's like expected behavior. It's not a surprise to anyone. All right, so we got a medallion. This bothers me. I think we're gonna resurface and go clear that out. That's gonna bug me. Yeah, I'm not down with that. I don't get any lahis anymore? There it is. I was like, I crave it. Give it to me. All right. Much better. Now we'll turn this into Y'shtola. Hey, baby girl, what you doing? We did find it. Bearing the image of an owl, symbol of Ronka. We can begin our preparations to enter Expire! Show me the creatures. I will go ahead to slither bound from the others. Meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. Okay, I'm just gonna teleport there. Oh, we are so close. I've got the money. I've got money. I don't need to live like this. Las criaturas. Where are they? ¿Dónde están? Where? Give them to me. I guess. Is this? No. Where is the central chamber? Oh, we've not been this way. It's a new location. Everyone's ready to go. That you all found the seal is bittersweet proof that the aid for which it was so painstakingly forged never came. Thus did the Empire crumble, its ruins were claimed by the wood. Fate is ever a fickle mistress. Ah, yeah! Jesus, Oriange, read the room! Oh my god! Ugh. I wouldn't invite him to my cocktail parties. Beyond lies, Ixmaya, and presumably the Light Warden. Oh, I'm so excited. It did not take long for the Woods Protectors to find me. When last I came, and I expect them to fall upon, oh, they can fall upon me as fast as they want. Upon me, on top of me, let's see them. Let's see them, where are they? Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Seek out the warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. I don't know, Beeps. But I have been live for a long time, and I'm getting like hungry and hot and tired. And just like camera fatigued. I'm like tired of looking at my face. You know what I mean? I think we're probably... I don't think we'll get to the duty. But I'll get this next quest redemption might be a good stopping point. So we'll see how we feel. I can't believe how big this zone is. Fanau! Oh, come on! I'm trying to find good-looking warriors that want to hurt me, and this clump of moss wants to blow smoke. Get out of here. I'm very excited. Yeah, her waist is tiny.
It would seem we have found them.
Show them to me.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Be gone!
They're bunnies. They're bunnies. They're bunny women. I just stand there and pull out my fucking staff like a loser.
Wait! We did not come to!
Oh, okay. So the bunnies are sick. All right, I get it. I gotcha. I see what they... Okay, yeah, all right. Who taught that bunny how to goon?
Stop! We mean you no harm.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
I like Benoist. Hilarious cutscene.
It appears to be genuine.
Oops, all that he... Yeah, uh-oh, they're all hot.
Then perhaps there's yet hope.
I'm about to make this bad bitch my entire personality. Mm-hmm. This one here. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity.
You can inspect it if you want.
Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Trust me.
Flowers. Would it kill
I'm
them
gonna
to
follow the
spot us?
flowers real close. I'm not gonna get distracted. I'm not gonna wander. I've got an objective in mind. The destination is clear.
But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Bunny Town. So, is that what is Fano a bunny town? Like they live there? The bunnies do? Hey, this is really cool. I feel like I should change. I feel like I should look better, but this is one of the nicer glamours I have anyway, so. Outside, yeah, you're weird, thanks. I'm also a bunny. I would have the seal that we may confirm its authenticity. I need their shirts also. How do I get the shirts of everyone in this part of the game? No mistaking the crest of the royal family. Can I wear their heels? It is its proper size, and by its weight it is plain it was made from gold. The seal is genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Alamet, chieftainess of Fanau. We met her younger oh, okay. Alright, so they're all cute. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. Well, y'all know Ronka doesn't exist anymore, right? These are troubled times for my people. Though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired. Take your ease! I will show you about the village. It is a long way down to the forest floor, so watch your step. Not to worry, I won't take lethal fall damage unless I'm in combat. Bunnyville. This is where the rabbits live. Stare in my general direction. This is a common name nowadays. How times change. Be sure to watch your step. I think we'll probably attune to the Aetheryte, and that'll be where we call it. I'm hungry. I've eaten a piece of bread and a tablespoon of peanut butter, and it's almost 5 o'clock. So, I have made bad decisions. Bunny. Bunny, 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 bunny. Oh, look out. I need their armor. I need a top that puts my chest and midriff on display. Preferably both, but if I have to pick one, I will. Unfailingly loyal to the last known commands of the Ronkan Emperor, the V's of this village. Is that the plural of Viera? I always thought it was Viera's. Of this village have protected the ruins of Raktika for countless generations, with many of its sister settlements destroyed by the flood of light. Fanau faces an uncertain fate in its isolation. No! Other bunny towns gone? That's so sad. I hate this game. Wait a minute. These bunnies are all women. I mean, before male Vera were playable is one thing. I don't see any male Vera here. Good for them. All right, I do think this is where we will pause, however. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I wanna are you creeping around here, John? Is your Elzen creeping out around here? I don't have names on, so I can't see shit. This is gonna be where we pause. We will be back tomorrow with God of War for Saturday and Sunday. And also tomorrow, movie night with subs at 5 p.m. Pacific on the Discord channel. We'll be watching Dodgeball, which I think will be a really nice time. For now, however, this is where I will take my leave. Oh, I was like, is that one of my friends? But they flew away, so I'm gonna assume maybe not, actually. Nope, that's a cat boy. That's Sun. You're gonna do the Manderville dance at me! This is where we will pause. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out with me. Let me see if there's anybody online we might be able to raid. If anything jumps out at me. quite close. Many friends we've got. You know, we haven't seen Emmett Selch in a while. I wonder what that weirdo is up to. He better not show up to harass bunnies, or I'm gonna have a fucking problem with that. This might be a good place to call it. Yeah, this might be good. Okay, I love you all. I will see you on Discord and also tomorrow for God of War and movie night. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye everybody.